Yo, 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 yo. What's good, people? Jason Gooner back in the studio. You know what time it is. You see the jersey. You know it's EPL week preview time. I hope you're ready for giving us score predictions, people. Last week we crowned Biro Golden. Well, midweek we crowned Biro Golden as the champion. Sad to say my good brethren Sheridan was donkey. But it's a new day, new week, time for some new selections. So we're going to crown a new champion. I'm going to reveal a new donkey. Yeah, tough times. So we're here for the preview show, team news, injuries, all the latest news from all the teams, score predictions, of course, and of course, FPL this weekend. So I'll get your insights from Jason Gooner breaking down the game. Them I tell you who are going to score, who you for bench, who you for start, who you for captain. Yeah, man, them thing there. So people, of course, as a football fan, it would be crazy of me not to bring up what happened today. FIFA had the World Cup draw, so we were able to learn the groups. So before we get into any kind of EPL talk, we just want to give a quick little recap of the FIFA World Cup draw and the groups and everything. It was a lot of fanfare, a lot of pageantry, I guess you can call it. And yeah, it's now official. Where the groups are set. And we're just gonna talk about the group them real quick. Yeah. Get this on screen for you guys. Hope all is well. Hope everybody had a productive week going into this weekend. We have busy weekend. Gabby have academic bowl. Julie have tournament to play. So you don't know the kids active, fully active, which we love. The kids them fully active, man. Alright, so I try to find all right, scrap that for now. All right, so let's show you guys the groups. Quite interesting. Watch a drop score from now. Big up yourself, The Gunners boss are beat. Remember, say Jason Gooner going to discuss the big blatant bribery by FIFA today at the draft. The recently released FIFA Peace Award for one individual is corruption at the highest. The certificate that Infantino handed Trump recognizes the US president for his actions to promote peace and unity around the world. Infantino also presented Trump with a gold trophy with his name. I'm done with the world most corrupt organization in all of sports with his name on it, and that depicts hands holding up the world. Bashing JFF is lightweight. It's bashing a tomato can. Bash the big dog, FIFA corruption. Not referring to you individually. So Gunner's boss is upset. You see me? Yeah, man, I'm head hot, brother. Big up Shagans. Bless up in a toughy, Rudy. Hope all is well, my G. Yeah, man, beer, yo. The groups for the 2026 World Cup are set. USMNT is in Group D and will face Paraguay in its first match on June 12 at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Australia yet to be determined European nation. Yeah, man, big up Dragons. Coach Edwards, I drop him score them from Shirley, He said, 1-1. Will you go wrong this up? Arne Slot out. Joseph Brown in a building. Members, link up, Jagans there from Shirley. And JB, one JB. Big up, Chaddy. Hope all is well, my G. What? Big up, Big up, Corey. Yeah, man. Maximum respect, my G. But there I go and hold it, Football reasoning on the Friday night, yeah. I don't know the thing set. Big up, yo. Them thing they love see, long time link, from prep school days. Yeah, bro. That is it. All right, so actually, yo, this lame. I want something better than this, Something better than this, ja. Little more, man, talk about it. Does not look. It not look right, people. Go to something that look right. Yeah, man. This me like, right, yes, so. Alright, so I can work with these people. This is much better. What? Both of them? Bomba! Yo, big up to the Eagles then. Both men and women Final Four. That's big time, bro. Usually I just one at a time. Men lost to Trinity. Jaja. Wash you, so all AAC. I said name AAC? No. UAA. UAA. I said name. UAA Player of the Week. Win them thing there, youth. Don't F around. All right, Instagram. All right, so these are the groups, people. So Group A, you have Mexico, South Africa, Korea Republic, and the winner of Playoff D, which is Czech Republic, Denmark, Ireland, and North Macedonia. So that's where Grimmy could end up in Group A with Mexico, South Africa, Korea Republic. Of course, he would have to get through the playoff first. That will be March. We'll find out all the playoff results. Group B, Canada, the winner of playoff A, which is potentially Italy, but Bosnia-Herzegovina, Northern Ireland, and Wales as well will have a chance there. Canada, Italy would be a routed game in Toronto. A lot of Italians over that side. So yeah, I think that would be crazy. Qatar and Switzerland round out Group B. So far, Mexico, Canada, not bad as far as the groups go. I think Mexico's group definitely tougher right now in the really pre, but it depends who drop in that playoff from the playoff as well. Could make that group different. Group C, you see Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. So another CONCACAF team falling in Group C. They'll have to face Brazil and last World Cup semi-finalist Morocco, as well as Scotland, who had a very good second half of the playoff campaign. Really had some big results to get straight into the World Cup. Didn't have to go to any kind of qualifiers. So they are back in the World Cup. Some good players as well in that team. Group D, that's where you'll have another one of the hosts, the last host, USA. Paraguay will be their first game in this World Cup. They also will face Australia in their group, and they got the winner of playoff C. So another a European team out of Kosovo, Romania, Slovakia, and Turkey. So I would say Turkey I would make as the favorites there if they put it all together, but you never know. Romania had a strong showing in the the last Euro, so they're improving. And Slovakia and Kosovo would be the outsiders for me in this playoff C. But not a bad group for USA when you really look at it. Australia, Paraguay, they would think, when you look at the part 2, part 3 teams, those are two teams that you would probably be saying, okay, I wouldn't mind getting those teams. So yeah, not a bad draw for USA or Canada. I think Mexico's a little bit tougher, but their draw as well. When you look at the part 2, part 3 teams, not terrible. So South Africa though is a tough one. They're playing really well, and Korea, when they put it together, they'll give a good showing as well. Group E, we have Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. That's a tough group for Curacao. Some people were saying, obviously if Jamaica had made it, it would be in this slot right here. So we'd have had a group with Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. And based on where our playoff potential group will land, they're saying that group is easier. Jamaicans will find any kind of way to make things sound better or whatever. But people, we don't even reach there yet, so just relax. Group F, Netherlands, Japan, the winner of playoff B out of Europe, Albania, Poland, Sweden, and Ukraine, and Tunisia. Now, Sweden gets a lifeline after finishing last in the group by virtue of their Nations League results and whatnot. They got a playoff spot. So, can they use that lifeline? That is the question. Poland, Albania, Ukraine will not make it easy for them. But Sweden, I think, have a lot of good players. So, I wouldn't mind to see them making the World Cup. But Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, and one of 4 European teams. Netherlands, of course, my team outside of the Jamaican team that I pull for in the world football. So, like the group, Japan, Tunisia. I think, we've had battles with Japan in the past. Hopefully, we can rectify the last time. I think we lost to them in the World Cup, But, yeah, Tunisia will be one of those unknowns, If they turn up on the day, they can get a result, but the consistency for Tunisia might be their issue. Group G, we have Belgium, Egypt. Salah finally gets to play in a World Cup. Iran and New Zealand. So Belgium, we look at that group and think, okay, not bad. Egypt, Iran, New Zealand, they will like their chances in Group G, Belgium, but so will the other 3 teams as well. Group H, Spain, Cabo Verde, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. So that's another group right there. Spain, Uruguay, obviously the favorites in that group, but you never know. Saudi Arabia upset Argentina the last time. What do they have up their sleeve this time? And Cabo Verde, they will have nothing to lose playing for the pride of the nation, Group I, France, Senegal, the winner of playoff 2. So that's the Intercontinental Playoff 2 that has Bolivia, Iraq, and Suriname. And then Norway is in this group. So, wow, potential for some big matchups. Holland versus Senegal and France. And potentially, a Suriname could drop into the group, Iraq, Bolivia. So, it'll be interesting to see which playoff team gets into that group. But France, Senegal, Norway, 3 heavy hitters. I think Norway obviously has a pot 4 team. You look at that pot 4 list and say, boy, maybe they are the team that I would want to avoid the most. At least I think, no, Norway wasn't a pot 4 team. They were a pot 3 team, I think. Yeah, they were a pot 3 team. They're probably the toughest pot 3 team out there. Group J had Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. So that is the 4 teams in the group with the World Cup winners. Algeria, Austria, and they couldn't find any more teams with A, so they put Jordan in there. But yeah, this should be a decent enough group. I think it's going to be tough to pick the second place in this one. Algeria will like the chances in this group, but Jordan will be the bogey team. What will they bring at this level? We've never seen them here yet. Group K are in a long time if they have ever made it before. Group K, we have Portugal, the winner of playoff path 1, which obviously is what we are very interested in as Jamaicans. Congo, Jamaica, and New Caledonia, potential players to drop in, teams to drop in this group. We also would have Uzbekistan and Colombia in the group. Now, that group right there, when you compare it to the Group E, I think E is a tougher group. Ivory Coast, Ecuador, 2 good teams from their respective confeds, 2 of the top teams in their confeds. Ecuador is right there, I would say, with the Colombia, just underneath the Brazil and Argentina's historically. But you could argue that recently Ecuador has been more consistent than Brazil and Colombia. So I think they're a team on the rise. But Group K, obviously Portugal is there. They had a tough time towards the end of their campaign, but obviously a perennially strong team. I think the trick for Portugal is going to be making the tough decisions with some of the veterans and really giving the younger players a chance. I think it's time for them to turn over the keys, some of these players, but we'll see what the coach has up his sleeve for Portugal. But obviously, Jamaica would love to be in that spot, in that second slot there with Portugal, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. We'll have to wait and see in March. New Caledonia first, and then if we get to that challenge, we'll have the challenge of Congo for a one-half game to get to Group K. Boy, my nerves can't take it, but hopefully we at least reach that day when we have a chance in that game against Congo. But first things first, people, New Caledonia first. We're not rush it. Uzbekistan, Colombia, obviously, people will see the group and say, boy, Uzbekistan, thank God. If we make it, yeah, that's the team I forgot beat. But Uzbekistan is a team that if you really watch youth World Cups, they have been just popping up in the knockout stages of these youth World Cups. And finally now you're seeing the senior team, showing the fruits of that, development and labor you see them putting in. So yeah, decent enough group if Jamaica would happen to get there. But like I said, take with time. We have to reach there first. Group L, that's where the three Lions reside, with Croatia, arch nemesis at these tournaments and a lot of tournaments. Ghana as well in this group, and Panama, another CONCACAF team in this group as well. So those are the 12 groups. And of course, you have to remember with the expanded World Cup, they're not going straight to the round of 16. There will be a round of 32 first. So it will be the first and second place of each group, and also the 8 best third place finishers. So a lot of calculating will have to be going on when this last game in the group stage play. But we'll have more in-depth conversation about the World Cup moving forward for sure. But for now, that was just my quick showing, what happened in the draw today. Obviously, Gunner's boss has already mentioned what was going on with the with Trump and getting a peace award and all this madness, but not really watch that. We just have the football part of it, because we don't have nothing to do with the politics, Check. Big up Duke. Hope all is well, my G. You're forward close to the title, but in a quiet reach, Maybe this is the week. Now hear some man go post. Now hear some man go past DR Congo and I talk about Portugal. Yo. Even incompetent JFF run with it on IG2. The people them too wicked, man. Them I talk about, do we have a chance to get out of this group? And I said, brother, we're not even reach to the group, I don't know, I run with this poll already. Them love set up themselves gigs. Bless up yourself, my G. Yeah, JB, that makes no sense. Them love set up themselves, JB. Bless up Chile, Wagwan, Sweden get a player spot after performance. Yeah. I was trying to figure out how them work this out, but apparently some kind of Nations League accumulation or some kind of crap. I never hear about this yet. That performance alone should have gifted their spot to the next country. I tell you, anything possible when playing against Uarte. Gunners boss run out. Man say, I'm a go feed donkey a week, yeah. Cause last time, the man drop a few score, man. And a beer hell the man I get, And I just threw the man to fill out the rest of it. I just take him off, because I can't make the man, where him there? It's a 1-1. So why the game them have to write in this mad order, bro? I don't even know where the game them there. Liverpool 2 love. I think last year. Brighton 2 love. Who again? Palace 1 love. Make sure I write them score, man. Because it's a history. Man never ever write the full week yet. So United there. Okay. Let's say United are gonna beat up the Wolves. I think Wolves now win a game yet, you know. Perfect time for them win the weekend. That me I tell you. Everton won, but Everton now play Chelsea. Everton won, Chelsea 2, Fulham. Hold on there. I'm confused. Okay. Fulham and Palace. I have one love Fulham. Brother, this don't make no sense. Wolves nil, Gunners 3. Which kind of game? What kind of game this man? Castle 1, Sunderland 2. Them two sides and I play. Which games this man I talk about, sir? Man, did I go on good? Brentford, Spurs, Liverpool, Leeds. And then after the Brighton game, things got crazy. Okay, Palace, 1 love over Fulham. That worked too. United, Wolves, that worked too. But after that, no, Everton, Chelsea. But Everton I play Forest. So maybe you mean Everton 1, Forest 2. I don't know what you mean for Fulham, Bournemouth, because them two sides and I play Wolves, Gunners, Castle. So, brother, I don't know. But kids are balling Uzbeks. I tell you, them I play good. Apache in a building. I wonder for the wild Apache. Germany is my second team. We've been shaking qualifying, but hope we can play ourselves into form. Yeah, Germany in a tricky spot right now. Like, I don't know if them a transition or them just don't have the depth in quality like one time. I'm not sure what's going with them, brother. We couldn't beat Trinidad, never mind Uzbekistan. I tell you. So the man never I say where I read somewhere, you know, brother. It kind of hilarious to me because after the man them run with this soup narrative thing till we don't damn make it. Bless up, bless up. Nah man, you're good man. It start out with me not even do a game yet, Apache. It start out and show the World Cup group them, you know. But if we go down in the game them now. Like how you run them off. Palace seems to play good against the top 5. Yeah. Palace just had a half game last game, you know. But I wonder if it's a symptom of them have Europe this year and them don't really have so much squad players to that, you know. The man just playing team. Man don't rest people. Cause the game last week, it's not last week, it's when them win this week midweek. But I thought the weekend game, them look tired. Team with the new and upcoming teams, invest in their youth teams and make progress at youth tournaments. Lean on their diaspora and have a party for youth stars to matriculate up. Yeah. That is true. Some of the games are in December 14th and 18th on my calendar. No, but I know this game week that Gunners boss. And next week that I tell you like this week now, we're going now. The game is just 10 games. So I don't know if you skip out some of the game them where you're supposed to do that say or something. Something all right. Something all right. Yeah, because around 15, the game should be from the 6th to the 8th of December. Let me tell you which games you have. Bournemouth, Chelsea, Everton, Forest, City, Sunderland, Newcastle, Burnley, Tottenham, Brentford, they already give me. Yeah, so those them 4 games there. Bournemouth, Chelsea, Everton, Forest, City, Sunderland, Newcastle, Burnley. Them 4 games there, you know, give me Gunners boss. 2-0 Chelsea. Bless up, float. Go on. Yeah, float did a long time. Nah, man, you're good, bro. But you can, I mean, since you run them, I write them same way. But I'm not even talk about them yet. I just start about half an hour. So we need to get cracking with the game them now. Still. All right, let me see if we get anything from the coaches them. All right, so what Emery have to say before the game now? So Emi Martinez will have to be assessed. Okay. Train this afternoon. He didn't train yesterday, but it's very important for him. Now he's passing the hours, feeling better. Until the last moment, I don't know if he's going to be available or not for tomorrow. Mings and Ross Barkley will continue to be out. So mind games being played with Martinez fitness, Arteta and the fitness of Rice, Trossard and Saliba. Let me guess, more mind games. Let's see. We have another training session in the afternoon. Every hour is going to be very important to see the availability of the players. After that, we'll decide which ones. It's a matter of days with those two, William and Leo. After the training session, we'll know more. Said the Mosquera one is more complicated. I read news that he's going to be out for some time, like 8 weeks, but haven't really gotten it confirmed. But I'm hearing multiple reports saying that it's a bad one for Mosquera. So another one looking like they're going to be out of there. All right. So Senesi was suspended last game. Is centre back partner Milosavljevic of late looks to have to be assessed before the game. Tyler Adams will be suspended, as well as Lewis Cook, who is serving the second of a red card. But they will get back Senesi and David Brooks, who were suspended for the last game in the midweek. So yeah, that's a big. But Tyler Adams going to leave a big hole in that midfield. So who going to step up in that role without him? We'll have to find that out. Of course, they will have a tough game, and they'll face Chelsea. And good news for Chelsea fans, no fresh injury concerns. So they are good to go. Just the long-term one still out. Moyes update on Coleman and Keane. So Keane was having probably his best stretch of games before he got injured. But he's still not sure if he'll be available for tomorrow. Little bit of an injury, played against Newcastle with injury, and look, he just didn't quite make it. So I'm not sure yet if he's going to make it or not. Tim Erabunam will not be available because of 5 yellow cards, and Idrissa Gana Gueye serving the last of a 3-match ban after his mad red card when he got into it with Keane on the pitch. Branthwaite don't play football again, him still out. And then team news from Sean Dyche. Boy, Sean. Yo, man, a voice sampling, man. Tell you the truth. If we had the sense, we would have sent the strongest youth teams to all the CONCACAF qualifiers and made the Youth World Cup. Would have us sitting pretty, even if we don't go far, just make the tournaments. Facts. Facts. But when I dip on that, brother, we're not on that JB ever. Depend some other thinking. Brighton 3-1. Fulham 2-1. Man U 3-1. Well, on the Man U, yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, exactly. You're playing at Villa Park. They're playing well lately. This will be tight for Arsenal. So going Villa 1, Arsenal 2. JB7. 2-1 to the Gunners, you know. Everton, Forest. It's alright, them, yeah, man, because once I start talk about them game and I write down my score. Yes, Mr. Ricketts was in Washington for the draft today. I never see them get no camera time, but there was a party there, and Ricketts was there. He was in the building. All right, what else do I have now? This is not really breaking news, but Roger ruled out for City versus Sunderland. Sunderland have fitness going. Tonali looks like he's going to be fit ahead of the Burnley game. Thiago in a good place, says Andrews. Thankfully, the man bench against Arsenal in midweek. Still don't understand why that was. I was very thankful for that, though. So Thomas Frank will be facing his old team for the first time. Interesting one. So it was really just rotation in midweek. Man, they don't want to keep him relatively fresh. Interesting. Figured we'd have a knock or something, but him good to go. So the two strikers that caused problems for Chelsea in the 3-1 win by Leeds over them are doubts for the game this weekend now, which is a big blow. When Liverpool head to town, they might not have to face those two strikers. Lucas has hamstring problems. They'll have to assess, and Dominic have some calf problems. So both of them have a question mark. So yeah, they're getting a little bit fatigued with the congestion of the fixtures. Bradley could be back to face Leeds. And Simas is out for months with a knee injury. That's a bad loss. It looked like he was coming into some kind of form. But he's out. Somerville is close, but looks like this weekend's game will be too close. Robinson getting closer for Fulham. Money is still out. And let's see what Glasner had to say. So Ismail Assar will be out a little more long term with an ankle. And Borna Sosa could return for the matchday squad. Backup for Tyreek Mitchell. So Amorim is hopeful that De Ligt and Dallo will be available for the Wolves trip. So yeah, that's all the team news of the week. Big up, big up, big up. Hope all is well with you. Doctor in a building. All right, City 3-1. For them there. Tottenham 2-1 over Brentford. Thomas Frank to beat his old team. Bournemouth 2, Chelsea 1, Liverpool 3, Leeds 1. Brighton 2, West Ham 2, Fulham 1, Palace 3, and Wolves 0, and even 3. All right, so let's get to the matches for the week, my people. And the first one is a big one. Obviously, the match of the weekend, to be honest, based on form. And we're going to really talk about a little bit about these two teams and what they've been up to. So let's look at the tail of the tape. Of course, Villa Park will be the venue. Arsenal has had a mixed bag against them in this stadium. Last year, they did have a victory in this fixture. Peter Banks will be the referee. League position right now, who would have thought it in September, but right now, Villa is all the way up to third. Arsenal in first position, currently a 5-point lead, 6 points over their opponent in this game, Aston Villa. They have 8 wins, 3 draws, and 3 lost games. Arsenal with 10 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. You see the goals, 20 for Villa, 27 for Arsenal. Both teams conceded on average about 1 goal per match. Arsenal a bit below the 1. Villa, I think, is a little bit over 1 per match. XG, you see, Arsenal almost doubling them up on the season, 24.29, and at 14.28. Ridiculous conversion based on the XG. 20 goals is a lot of goals for them based on the XG they have. You see, Arsenal only about 2, outperforming XG by a little over 2, or a little under 3, I should say. So that's really it. The clean sheets, 8 for Arsenal, 5 for Villa. So Arsenal, of course, the stingiest defense in the league. So typically they're going to have more clean sheets than most of their opponents. Now, this is the form coming into this fixture. Villa only 1 loss in their last 5 fixtures, but they have, when you stretch that out over the last 9 games, after not winning in their first 5, I shouldn't say losing, but they didn't have a win after their first 5 games. They have won 8 out of 9. So they had 3 draws, 2 losses after 5 games, and then they have won 8 out of 9 to jump all the way up to third in 9-game week. So that's how you have to do it. You get 3 points, ring off a few 5, 6, 7 out of 8, 8 out of 9, and that's where it gets you. Now Arsenal in their last 5 are unbeaten, but they do have 1 less point than Aston Villa, because Aston Villa have 4 wins and Arsenal had 3 wins and 2 drawn games. So when you look at the fixtures, Aston Villa at home obviously won their last few, haven't lost at home in a while. I think was it Crystal Palace? Yeah, I think Crystal Palace beat them this season. That was their last home loss. But the time before that, they hadn't lost since Arsenal had beaten them in January. So, it's very rare that they lose a game at this stadium. You see, they beat Bournemouth and Wolves last 2 games at home. Obviously, Arsenal will be a different test, but Villa Park will not be easy. Arsenal's away form of late, they beat Burnley, they drew with Sunderland, they drew with Chelsea. So they haven't really been getting 3 points away from home as they would like. This is the matchup over the years. 60 times these two teams have faced each other. 32 wins for Arsenal, 13 for Aston Villa, and 15 drawn games. Actually, it was 2-0 in August. So yeah, there you go. Drew 2 all at the Emirates. But you see there, Villa, they have 2 wins out of the last 5 times these teams have played. So 2 wins for Arsenal, 2 wins for Villa, and a draw. It's pretty even in recent meetings. Now, just to remind yourselves, this is the team sheet that Aston Villa went with in midweek. So Bizat had to come in last minute for Emi Martinez. He's still a game time decision, so we're not sure. Martin started in midweek. Usually, whenever Martin starts a game, you'll probably see Dean play the next game. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Dean gets back in. I think the other three should stay the same: Cash, Kanza, and Torres. Onana and Kamara played in midfield in this game. He does like to rotate one or two of those players, so you could see the likes of Tielemans come in for maybe Onana since he played the full 90 minutes. Tielemans and Kamara would start there. Then Gerson, McGinn, Rogers. I think McGinn will play. I think Watkins will play. I think Rogers will play. Gerson is the one I think will be the casualty. It's just going to be whether he wants to go with Emi Buendia from the start or Daniel Marlin from the start, who has been, finding some goal scoring form of late. So I think that will be Emery's options tomorrow. Obviously, if they can have Emi Martinez in goal, that would be a big boost for them, especially with the history of the player and their opponent. So this was what Arsenal did in midweek. Mosquera is out, so he won't be there. Ben White started and played well. I think he'll have to be there at this point because I think Timber has to step in and play centre back unless William Saliba is past fit. And I think White drops to the bench and Timber will come back in at right back with Nkapie and Calafiori on the left-hand side of the defense. In midfield, Odegaard played 90 minutes last time out. So it's going to be interesting. Does the coach start him again? Does he go with the same midfield three from the midweek game? Declan Rice, not fully 100, I don't think. So does he go with Zubimendi, Eza, and Odegaard, give Rice a rest? I doubt that. At Villa Park, I doubt it. I think Rice plays. I think Zubimendi plays. It's going to be between Odegaard and Eza for that 10 role. I think it's going to be Odegaard, and I think we're going to see Eza playing on the left from the start and Saka on the right from the start. And I think Mikel Merino is not someone that he can drop right now. If he's fit enough to start the game, I would start him. Chances are we might see Gyökeres from the start, but I am not sure. I'm not sure about that. I think Merino has played himself into the starting role right now, even though Gyökeres is back. So that's going to be an interesting one for Arteta. But I think if Saliba is not fit, Timber's going to have to play centre back. I think Ben White will stay at right back. I would hope, though, that Saliba pass fit in the end. He's back in the centre back role, and you have Timber out here, and White can be there off the bench to recover a little bit after putting in a shift in midweek for 90 plus minutes. So that is what I think will happen tomorrow, my people. Now in the game, something has to give, right? 8 out of 9. I think Arsenal have won 7 out of the last 9 with 2 draws. So they're unbeaten in the last 9 and in the Premier League. And Villa only have 1 loss. Villa have 24 points over that stretch. Arsenal have 23. So they're the form teams in terms of points in the Premier League right now. And something has to give tomorrow, right? I could see a stalemate, Dirty nil. But in the end, I think Arsenal find 1. And Aston Villa push for another 1. That's it. 2-0 to the Gunners. Yeah, man, I stick with my 2-0 from the other day. The 2-0 work. Trust me. 14 April 2024, the day Arsenal lost the title. Yeah. Bailey. And it had to be Leon to backside. Arsenal 2-1. Game Bird said 2-1, but Villa for take it. Red Skull said 2-1. But now if I ask who we might go for, because we know. Big up yourself in a Skull. Don't know who he said 2-1 for, bro. Yeah, I go 2-0 to the Arsenal, just like Brentford. Watkins scored some goal last week. This week, he got a dash. I'll kick away about 2. And that's going to be the difference, Yes, sir. Should be a wicked match, though. Villa Park, You know the atmosphere of a live. And it's gonna be a tough one. But yeah, let's pray say my boy can fit, you know, cause I really love to have Saliba in the game, man. Trust me. I would love to. Yeah, man, but it's the game of the week, man. Big time. Big time the game of the week. Yeah, so my starting 11, mid have two. Mid have one if Saliba fit and one if him not fit. But let's just say Saliba fit and he can play. I say Ryan goal, Calafiore left back, Hinkapie left centre back, right centre back Saliba, right back Timber. Midfield Zubimendi Rice and Odegaard. Left Saka, no, left Eza, right Saka, central Merino. My 11 that. Then me I run with. And if Saliba not fit, just drop Timber centre back and put White back or right back. But the rest of the team I not change it. The only thing I change are the two wing of them. I bring on Eze, I bring on Saka, and left everything else. No, I wouldn't start Victor. But I start Marino same way. Because you have to remember the opponent where we are play. And I kind of want Marino to do him same false nine, dropping in midfield out of possession thing. Because the man, I love to build up the ball through them midfield, you know. Find the pocket them for Rogers and McGinn them for get turn and Buendia them. So I kind of load up that when them have the ball. And the break them will come from the wings. Marino not break pan nobody anyway. So same way we score a second goal. How Marino dropped so deep into that midfield. And in play when he play the ball through the middle car, even on that play, Yokeres all drop back to and left the middle open for Saka make the run. Yeah, but I don't think that. I think yeah, him stretch the back line, that is true. But the way how this game I go play, the field I go condense. So I guess you're right, because even if them condense the field, over the top can play. But I think what I'm going to do is start Marino, and Marino just going to drop into pockets, and the over the top going to come from the wide players. You know? But let's see still. Arteta the pro license coach, not me. Me the pro analyst. Float say 2-1 to the Gooners. 2-1 popular today. Blues 1-0 Everton. All right. Yeah, we just needed damn win. I agree. It would be a big statement too if we could have get the W. A team on farm right now. All right. Bournemouth, Chelsea, them saying 10 o'clock. This one will be on USA. All right. So tail of the tape. Bournemouth falling fast down to 14. I think it's 5 games in a row them now win. Winless in 5. Chelsea, Jekyll and Hyde team this. Big performance against Barca. Big performance against Arsenal. Leeds, Dodo. Which Chelsea will show up tomorrow? That's the question. Which Bournemouth too? Because earlier in the season, they never look like this. 5 wins, 4 draw, 5 loss now for Bournemouth. Chelsea, 7 wins, 3 drawn, 4 losses for them as well. 14th for Bournemouth, 4th for Chelsea. Chelsea have scored 4 more goals, conceded less as well. You see the XG, 6 clean sheets for Chelsea, 4 for Bournemouth. You see the last 5 for Bournemouth, just 1 point against West Ham at home. Lost it to City and Villa away from home 3-1 and 4-0. Then they lost at the stadium like 3-2. And they lost at home to Everton in midweek. Jack Grealish getting that goal. Big deflection. Chelsea had 3 wins on the bounce before facing Arsenal, who they drew with 1-1. Then they had that nightmare of a game at Ellen Road, losing 3-1. So they continue their travels this time to the Vitality. This game played 16 times. Chelsea have won 9, 4 wins for Bournemouth, and 3 drawn games. Last time they played in this stadium, last September of 24, 1-0 Chelsea emerged victorious on that day. Let's just look at the team sheets. Who played during the week for these teams? Don't think there can be much rotation. If Milosavljevic is not fit, Diakite will partner Senesi. Jimenez typically, when he plays a game, will go back to the bench. We know that what's his name is going to be there again. Adam Smith, he's an option. They never use Julian Araujo, but he's there too. So they have some options at right back. Truffert, I think, will play again. Adams is out suspended with 5 yellows, so they're gonna have to find a replacement for him in the midfield. That's gonna be an interesting selection for the coach there. And then Scott, Clivert, Adley, Semenyo, Krupi. So I think Evan Nielsen comes back into the lineup from the start. I think Tavernier comes back into the lineup from the start as well. Clivert, let's see if he's good. He played 70. Will he be able to start another one this time? I think the coach will want him to start. Tavernier can play off the right, Semenyo off the left, Evan Nielsen up top. Yeah, that's how it's probably going to look. Then Chelsea, they probably don't want to see who started this lineup because I think these guys won't start again. I think Cucurella will start, the keeper will start, Chalobah will start, but move to centre back. Let's see. Gusto could play right back. Could be Reece James at right back. Fernandez. It's gonna be interesting what they go with, because probably Reece in midfield. Malagusto at right back. Must be that them going to do. Partner in Enzo. I think Palmer will be back. So Palmer probably play where Pedro is. Pedro go back up front. I think Pedro Neto gets back a starting place and probably Garnacho. I think Estevao might drop to the bench this time, maybe. But let's see. Bournemouth and Chelsea. Bournemouth eventually have to bounce back, right? But is this the week? I don't think so. I think they get a goal, but I think Chelsea gets 2. I think Chelsea going to win this one 2-1, people. I think they'll get the usual suspects back on the field, and you'll see a much better game out of Chelsea. Might even be 3-1, but I'm going to stick with my 2-1. Big up DJ. Where's SMG? 4-2. Man, it's a 4-2 star. Aston Villa, Arsenal, that's the only one you miss, my G. Bless up, Conrad. 1 Barca. Red Skull said 3-all. Blow. It's a goal fest over the Vitality. Odell Beckham Jr. sparked controversy by saying that the 100 contract isn't enough. Last a lifetime after taxes, expenses, and supporting family. Maybe I'm not sure still. Taxes are going to take about 35 to 40% of that blow. So that's a 60. And then what? But if you can't work off a 60, brother, you know, in a sense. Well, it's a Chelsea will rotate. Yeah, but the rotation I go back to the team. So that's good. Bournemouth main players were suspended though. That's true. That's true. Chelsea 3-1. Sanchez, Gusto, Josh, Chalobah, Heto. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Cucurella will play again. I think it's gonna be Enzo and Reese. Why Reese not play? Reese having the rest 2 games after the Arsenal game. My gosh, man. Chelsea 3-1. Where say him I go bench? All right. You know I'll be back Monday when the game them play. So we're gonna see. 3-1. Arsenal. Arsenal. They say Reese I go bench too. All right, boss. I mean the man not touchy feel against Leeds, none at all, you know. So and the rest day that and then I go play a 1 week since him playing. You know? Why? That me I tell him game birds. Me don't know what him think him a go bench. The man not trust hater, brother. None at all. Because if him never play him against Leeds, you really think him about turn around and play him a Bournemouth now? Coach would have wicked. So that's the Bournemouth Chelsea game. Everton and Forest. There's a bunch of games at 10 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Everton and Nottingham Forest. Tail of the tape. 10th place for Everton now. Top 10 after that Grealish winner. 16th spot is Nottingham Forest. 4 wins, 3 draws. 6 wins, 3 draws. You see the 5 losses for Everton. 7 losses for Nottingham Forest. Both teams are 2 of the lowest scoring teams in the league. Basically 1 goal per match for both. Everton have the 1 goal advantage there. But they do have the stingy defense. You see the XG, they're underperforming it, which is never a good sign. 5 clean sheets for Everton and 2 for Nottingham Forest. And they did get 1 of those 2 last week. So they have 2 in the last 3 weeks. So you see that defense is trending in the right direction. Everton, you see their form of late identical to Nottingham Forest. So they are playing at the same pace right now. 16 played in this league, 9 wins for Everton, 5 for Forest. In this fixture last time, which was last season, Nottingham Forest got the better of them 2-0, but different season, different stadium, different atmosphere. So let's see how they fare in this particular matchup. Nottingham Forest. Everton did use this lineup in their 1-0 win over Bournemouth. Barry up front, usually he'll swap out for Beto. Really the casualty, really weren't many casualties, Just Beto and Barry, everybody out. So the team will go pick itself, people, them not a player. I know Tim and yellow card suspension, so I forgot to do some surgery in the midfield area. So let's see what the hell Moyes come up with. But if now no player left, everybody out. This was Forest lineup in their 1-0 victory over Wolves. Igor Jesus got the goal after a brilliant cross from Hutchinson. Hutchinson in the doghouse under the previous manager. Sean Dyche seems to have taken a liking to him. Played the full 90 minutes. I think that's his first full 90 in the Premier League this year. So big ups to him. Working his way into the team somehow. Murillo, he'll be a game time, so we'll see if him can make it or not. But yeah, I would think we have to freshen up the forward line a bit. Maybe Igor can play again, but Gibbs White, Hutchinson probably on form. I wouldn't drop him right now. And Doyle maybe will have to be the one that is the casualty, But let's see. I think most of this team will stay the same. Elliot Anderson have a play. Maybe them go with someone besides. Maybe them start Yates instead. Who knows? But we are here for it. We are here for it. All right. But Everton, Nottingham Forest. It's a tough one, This one look draw-ish. Look very dry-ish. I'm going to say 1-0 Everton. Scrape a 1-0. Another one. Another one. All right. Man City, Sunderland. Ooh. Beginning of the season, would I say, boy, I soup this, like Jamaica group this. But second facing sixth, who would have thought that after 14 games? 9 wins for City, 1 draw, 4 losses. 6 wins for Sunderland, 5 draws, and 3 losses. 32 goals for City, I believe they're highest scoring in the league. 18 for Sunderland. You see the XG for Sunderland extremely low, 12.31. So they're exceeding their expectations as far as goals are concerned. 5 clean sheets for Manchester City, 4 for Sunderland. This is the form book. Sunderland dropping more points, of course, 3 draws, 1 loss, and the 1 win over Bournemouth a couple game weeks ago, last weekend. Then you have Man City, 4 wins and 1 loss. That 1 loss coming at one of the hardest grounds to play, St. James's Park. And this match has played 26 times in the league, 18 wins for City, 5 for Sunderland, all of which have come at home, though. Not a good omen for them. Last met in 2016-17 season, so it's been a while. But yeah, Man City, Sunderland, look, I just think City too powerful, you know? So I'm going to say 3-1 to Manchester City. Tempted to go out way more, you know? But I low it at 3 still. Man, I'm going to score 2 before halftime. I'm going to make the right subs, then score 4. All right, boss. Man, know the Schweppes already. Yes, I think everyone would. That's a fact. It's like a must win. I agree. Nottingham 2, Everton 0. SEC Championship game, yes, sir. Bulldogs gonna cut them throat tomorrow, brother. Enough facts. They say trust in the dice. Everton 1 all say Chile. Forest 2. Hold on. Oh, I change your mind. 2-1. Alright, cool. I say one, they want a final 8-1. Red Skull said 2 all. Desmond 2-2. Everton 2, Forest 0. City 2, Sunderland 2. So I agree with the 4 goals, but they're going to split. Big up Pristine. Done have yours already. Big up yourself, you know. Man, say I hate to say it. I don't think we're getting 3 points. Yeah, man, me pre it, man. I have it written down already. Big up yourself. Big up yourself every time, Pristine. 3-2. Jaja. Chile, I use Jedi mind tricks again. Yeah, I'm going to switch it for you. 2-1. Yeah, me update it. Respect. 3-2 City. Goal fest. People them like the goals in the fixture. If someone have good striker, I would have picked them. Robbie good man and Isidore good man. 2 of them good man. Them not bad. Them have 2 decent striker, man. On offside could I use one of them. Red Skull 2-1 City. Yeah, man. Respect to you, my G. I got it and it's documented. Wait, let me see Duke run out and check and not drop him score them. How am I going with? What Duke are going with? City lineup, you know? Man, start everybody, brother. Yes, a Kusanov time now and 8 more them. Okay, them. If I'm going to do it or not. Don't know if I'm going to do it or not, people. All right, Newcastle, Burnley. Horrible game to play now if you're a Burnley player. 5 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses. Not consistent enough from Elio's men. Have them in 12th. Burnley 19th in the relegation zone, up to 10 losses now after 14 games. But they do have 3 wins to go along with a draw. Only 15 goals scored. That's a big problem for them too. Burnley do concede a bit more, but the XG, that has to be the lowest in the league. 10.64 to 19.37 for Newcastle United. 5 clean sheets, only two for Burnley. All right, Newcastle's form up and down. 2 losses to start out the last 5 in match week 10 and 11. Then a win over City 2-1, big win. Away they went to Everton and smashed them 4-1, and then they drew with Spurs at home. A late equalizer from Spurs. Burnley, on the other hand, all I see is red. 5 L's. Arsenal at home, West Ham away, Chelsea at home, Brentford away, and Crystal Palace at home. So they have another away game this time against Newcastle United. Hopefully the G's can hold it. All right, this is the history of the fixture in the Premier League. 14 times played, 2 wins for Burnley, both coming at home. And you have 8 wins for Newcastle with 4 drawn games. Last time these teams met in the Premier League 23-24 season, I think Company was managing them, and they lost 2-0 at St. James Park on that day. We'll see if they can fare any better this go around. Newcastle, when they played Tottenham in midweek, this is what the starting lineup looked like. Pope been out. Ramsdale started, had a poor game. So if Pope is fit, I think he'll get right back in the team. The back four, Eddie might look at it and say, boy, Hall lost forward. So maybe him push Burn back out wide and play as Fabian Schär from the start. Maybe. Tonali, Joelinton, Miley. I think Bruno G for sure will start if Tonali fit. You see that midfield 3 that everybody likes, the balance, creativity. Bruno, Tonali, Joelinton. Up front, Murphy and Barnes started with Voltamada. I think Voltamada will keep his place. But I do think that Anthony Gordon and Alanga could potentially start the game over Barnes and Murphy. It is a potentially. Maybe just Murphy off, and then you take a pick between Gordon and Alanga. So for me, Newcastle, Burnley, I know them inconsistent, but Villa Park this brother. Like I said, 3-0 Newcastle. Think a joke thing. So the last 10 o'clock game is Tottenham versus Brentford. Them should beat Liverpool, or he should have scored. But you know what I talk about, Case of save him job, yeah. Oh, you talk about Sunderland, you talk about Isidore, three round the keeper and never score. Him good though, man. I don't like the goals. What I would like is boring 2-0 win. But looking at how it been defending, that looks slim. Yeah, I don't see it happening either. City backline is trash. Wear them out at 2-0 and come back from score 2 at the 78th minute. Newcastle Infinity, Burnley 0. Yeah, some feel too, but a 3 me go. Red Skull 2-0. Newcastle 2-0. DJ say I'm going to go with the 3 as well. Floats a 3-1. City. And 2-0 Newcastle. I say Elanga will score 2. Possible. Newcastle 3, Burnley 0. DJ Shot said Brentford, I'm not write your score yet, man. Cause you love run out and then want to talk about not correct score. So I go wait. So Spurs and Brentford people. Tail of the tape, 11th and 13th. So they're right by each other. 5-4 and 5 for Spurs, 6 wins, 1 draw, 7 losses for Brentford. So they're getting the wins, but too many losses right now. 23 goals for Spurs, 21 for Brentford. You see much higher XG though for Brentford. They're actually underperforming their XG. So they should have more goals. Only 12.77 for Spurs. Almost doubling for the XGs in output. That is mad. 4 clean sheets for Spurs, 2 for Brentford on the season. Tottenham's form looks terrible. Winless in 5, lost to Chelsea at home, draw with Man U at home, lose to Arsenal away 4-1, lose at home to Fulham 2-1, and then drew at Villa Park 2-2. Make that make sense. Then Brentford, mixed bag, 2 wins, 3 losses in the last 5. Both of their wins coming at home. It's on their travels that they have supremely struggled. 8 played, 4 wins for Spurs, 1 for Brentford, and it was an away win and 3 drawn games. So that is the history, most recent history at least, of this fixture. Let's take a look at Spurs lineup in the week. Colomwani, Johnson, Bergval, Kudus. I think Kudus is probably the one mainstay from that front four. I could see Xavi Simons starting this game, Richarlison back up top. Tell maybe or Adebayor off the wing. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Does he drop Kudus? Start him? I think Paulinho gets back in. I think Van de Ven gets back in. So they have kind of rotated heavy. Expect them to bring back some of the heavy hitters for this one. Brentford now, they obviously played Arsenal and they went with a different lineup to what they've been doing. They played more of a 5-3-2, 3-5-2 kind of situation. Shade and Otara as target men up front. But Igor Thiago will balance that front line now, coming back in with Otara and Shade flanking him. And it will probably go back to a 4-3-3, if I had to guess. Be very surprised if they come back out with this shape again. But yeah, Tottenham Brentford is a tough one because neither team really, flying right now. I guess Brentford is a better feel-good factor because maybe people didn't think they would even be in 13th after this many games. But it's going to be a good game, I think. A rough one for me to call. I'm not sure if I want to get Tottenham the win outright. Thomas Frank coaching Brentford, does that give a push? But it's so toxic at Tottenham Stadium right now that if Brentford were to score first, you know what? I'm doing it, bro. Brentford gonna beat them. Brentford bread and butter is the set pieces, the long throws. This guy Vicario is going to flop at everything except and get everything but ear. No, I'm going to get ear only. I'm going to punch everything but the ball. Yeah, man, Brentford winning this damn game. All right, man, say him stand by him score, brother. 4-0. I'm going to try to work out in my brain, how I can give a draw, And it don't make no sense. I just think them going to get murdered. Brentford's strength is Tottenham weakness, literally. Not the same reason we get them 4-1, but so I was confident going into that game because I knew that Vicario was keeping. I'm like, bro, this guy not no sense, 3-2. I don't think he's been on the bench. I think because if you look at the Fulham game before that, Jedna start that game up on the weekend, man. Yeah, man. Oh no, you're right. Damn. Man must come off of the field too many times without supporting the fans. Yeah, you're right. The last start him get was the Arsenal game. Kind of do for a start now. 2-1 Brentford, me say no. Last game of Saturday. Last game of Saturday, Leeds taking on Liverpool. So this is the tail of the tape right here. Liverpool all the way down to 9th position. Crazy. One more loss and they will have equal their wins for the year. Mad. First draw last week for Slot. But I see Leeds 4 wins, 2 draws, 8 losses out of the relegation zone with that win. So a big win for them. 16 goals on the season, Liverpool with 21. XG 19.18. So they need to improve on that. And also Liverpool as well, 22.53, underperforming XG. Never want to see that. 4 clean sheets for Liverpool, 2 for Leeds. They had 4 losses on the bounce and then a big win at home against Chelsea. And they have another scalp that they can go after at home, and that is Liverpool. This is how they play the game. Mecha and Calvert-Lewin are doubts. So it's going to be tough. Does Farkas stick with this? Has he found something with this formation? I think it was more so the opponent they were facing, and he just thought that was the best tactics to play them. I don't necessarily think he's going to change his whole formation that he normally plays, like every single week. But let's see. Maybe he did see something in this because it was a good performance as well. Not just the fact that they won 3-1. I mean, it was good value for the win. Sunderland, Liverpool. This is how they lined up last week or midweek, I should say. Gomez lasted 65 minutes. We heard talks of Conor Bradley. I think he goes right back in if he's fit. Robertson played 86 minutes midweek. Did they go back with Kirkes in this game? Boy, I don't know. McAllister, Gravenberch, Pertz, Soboslai. So that 4 seems to be sticking together there. Gakpo and Isak kind of playing a little more high from everybody else. So it's almost like a 4-4-2, like a narrow 4-4-2 almost. When them have the ball and have build up for a little bit. So that's the lineup there. You see the bench of Liverpool. Salah came on halftime. He might get back his place from the start. It's just a matter of who's gonna start at left and right back, really. I think the rest of the team pretty much pick itself right now. Maybe Ekitike could start over Isak in this one instead. But I don't know what Jet doing on DJ. 2-1 Brentford. Yeah, I like the score there too. I want to say no. I want to say I want to say G. I want to say bro. Leeds 2, Liverpool 0. Oh, good shout. Good. Yo, what me just do? Just dash on myself. But good shout that, Good shout that about Anthony Taylor, bro. So I'm lose. It's like I'm lose. Oh, I go on. So I'm gonna see both of them again. Who hate Liverpool? Me? Man, I hate Liverpool, brother. 3-2. Oh, yeah, okay. The man hate Liverpool. Anthony Taylor. All right, cool. Monsieur said, me happy. Liverpool 3-2. Said Chile. Chile said Liverpool have do some bouncing back. But yeah, what me did I say? I'll go back to this damn game again. Cause I don't know why Anthony Damn Taylor. Hey, Leeds at least I draw that game, man. I'm sorry. Taylor don't like them boy, they know. True thing you talk. Nah, I think Liverpool will beat them, you know. I said 3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 seemed crazy though. All right, 2-1. We go closer than that. 2-1. Actually, end up 3-1. I'm a vex with myself now. All right, so that's the Saturday games. Now, Sunday is going to be real easy to keep up with because one game at 9, one at 11:30. Brighton and West Ham. Brighton up to 7th, West Ham in 18th. So they're in relegation now. Nuno will want to get out of there fast. 3 wins, 3 draws, up to 8 losses now for West Ham. 6 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses for Brighton. 24 goals to only 16 goals for West Ham. XG 14.16, poor 22.27. Not bad for Brighton. 3 clean sheets for Brighton, 1 for West Ham. See the form of Brighton: 3 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. And that loss was a 4-3 at home to Aston Villa. Tough one. Then West Ham's form: 2 wins, a draw, a loss, and another draw. Getting a point away. Not a bad point at Bournemouth. Not a bad point at Old Trafford. Only loss coming to Liverpool 2-0 at home in the last 5. So definitely a much better showing under the new manager for West Ham. And Ursula always gets a good performance out of his team. Sometimes the defense is a little bit shaky, but they play some of the nicest football to watch out of all the teams, if you ask me. The way they transition sometimes is brilliant. The way they take risk around the back just to open up the play for the attackers once they play through the press. We love to see it. So, why am I going here so early? Come on. Played 16, 8 drawn games, 7 wins for Brighton, only 1 win, and it wasn't an away win for West Ham in this fixture. Back in 2023, they won 3-1, and that's the only win they have had against Brighton in this competition. That's kind of crazy, you know. That's kind of crazy that that's even the stat. Like, they've only beat them once. Wow. All right, so this was Brighton's lineup to start. Ursula is a known rotator of his team, so you know, Simas out for months, so Welbeck will start. Gruder is probably going to go back to the bench and they'll play Ruta. I think Ruta had to sit out due to a concussion protocol. He should be fine for this one, so expect him to come back in. Minte has been a staple on this side. The left side is going to be an interesting call because he played the Kuiper there, who has been doing okay. Kadiaglu can push up and play there as well. You know, Gomez started in the pivot. Maybe he can move to this position and you start my boy name Hinselwood in midfield. So there's a lot that they could kind of tweak and play with to get the players out there. But for the most part, this is what Ursula probably going to go with, and with a few tweaks here and there. IR if him fit. But I don't know if he's fit right now. If he isn't, or he might have sat out for suspension. But IR probably will start this game. They were looking at West Ham. This was what they did against Manchester United in terms of the starting lineup. Wilson, Soucek, Bowen, Fernandez, Magasa, Pats, Diouf, Todibo, Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka, and Ariola. I think Brighton gets another win, you know, people. I say 2-1. 2-1 to Brighton. The other Sunday game is going to be Fulham and Crystal Palace. 15th and 5th. 6 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses. 5 wins, 2 draws, 7 losses for Fulham. 19 goals for Fulham, 18 for Palace. You see the XG way lower for Fulham though, 14.47. Almost 23 in XG and only 18 goals. That's really bad. 7 clean sheets for Palace to 3 for Fulham. This is the form guide. 2 losses, 3 wins for Fulham. Palace, 3 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. So Palace having 1 more point in the last 5. 14 times this match play in the Prem. 5 wins for Palace, 4 wins for Fulham, and 5 drawn games. Kind of hilariously, of the 4 wins, only 1 of them have been at home for Fulham in this fixture. Don't know if that matters much, but it's just interesting to me. All right, Man City at home was the fixture for Fulham, and you guys would have known how this one turned out. Wilson started, we played the whole 90. Smith Rowe started, Jimenez started. Yeah, so for me, this boy Chukwueze have to play. Came on, ignite a comeback. Didn't quite get it over the line, but I think him deserve him credit for that performance. So yeah, I would start Chukwueze in this game. Somewhere, anywhere. But yeah, Fulham Crystal Palace, kind of a tough one, because I want to say Crystal Palace because I think they're the better team. They're just coming off of a away victory as well, where they kept a clean sheet. Henderson had to pull off a worldie, but they kept a clean sheet. Huge. Yeah. Well. Yeah, Pino came off early. I know him think he want to play him again. Wharton him probably try save as well, as much as possible. But he can't really do it right now. Fulham have the chance to rotate more and have the quality still, Palace very top heavy with them squad. Fulham and Crystal Palace are gonna draw 1-1. How much I gonna draw, brother? I tell you that. I tell you that. All right, 1 game Monday, and I'm gonna make a wait to see United have problems again. Wolves, though, brother, 5 loss. What a place for go! A perfect stadium to go for Man U today in this week. 1 clean sheet for Man U. That's it. 23.12 high XG though. Not bad. Not bad. 12 last 2 draws. Rough. 6-4-4. This was Wolves team that faced Nottingham Forest at their yard, and they lost 1-0. You see the players. Yep. And probably switch the formation again. And then you have Man U. They fell to an equalizer on this day as well. This was their starting lineup. Heaven could only last the half, and then Euro came on. So would expect Euro to start the game, Shaw had to come off due to a yellow as well. I think he could be back in there. I saw Martinez getting more time. So options are slowly forwarding again. But yeah, Wolves and Man U, huh? Is this the week Wolves get over the line and win a game? Yes. No, I don't think so. I think Wolves get a 1 goal. And yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1 Man U. I actually pick Man U this week, people. Maybe I get sick or something. I don't know. Something I go on. All right, a long time. I'm gonna check in with the chat. So let me see what I go on. Hello, Mash. I'm not sure you say your name, but big up yourself. Liverpool soon ban him too. Liverpool will not make top 4. It's possible. Brighton and who? Oh, Brighton and West Ham 1-1. Oh, I mean, never put the stats again. Yo, every time I do that, Swear say you now watch. We say too much stats. But it's a part of it, you know. I never really did follow football as much in the 80s coming the young, but 90s, yeah man. From them days there are stats too. From a long time I stats I do it, man. Brighton one all, yeah, me figure it out, you know. Where say catch back form. 2-1 Brighton says Skull. But okay, see the Leeds Liverpool. Come and know say you know, I know say you pick Leeds for cut off them throat. Seagulls 3-1. Some of them miss the other one. Game Birds, miss it. Yeah, I miss it. 2-1. So which game I miss? No, that was 2-2-1. Okay. A good thing I scroll Game Birds because I would have shot right past that one there. Football these days is rubbish. Quality problem caused by overcoaching. It's eliminated the natural variability we had in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I watched football before Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Big up yourself. Yeah, man, there's definitely what do I call it now? A divide with the fan base right now in football. Some man want to see a broken foot for a foul, and others, count diving as a foul. So just depends. Leeds 3-2, me get it already now. Yeah. Brighton 1 love. Palace 3-1. Bissaka get called up for Africa Cup of Nations. Yeah, then no must. Chile say 1-1. I'm assuming that's Fulham and CP because that's how we reach. Chelsea and Arsenal are African Cup of Nations. No white players. Arsenal Cup of Nations long time ago. Yeah, that's true. I think that was a big thing when Partey left. They were like, we don't have one African rep. I'm saying, brother, Eze and Saka, we have to work with that. And Madueke too. Who are them African? Wolves 2, Man U 0. DJ Shot say Wolves are break the duck. Get them first win. Skull say 2-1 Man U. A lie. Say Man U are going to win. We never did expect that in a Skull. And 2-1 Fulham. That more like it. Upset. I say Wolves going down. Yeah, bro. DJ Shatta Hennessy say, yo, who was not born in the 80s? Me? Of course I was. Just true, me have good genes. I'm look like young man. Yo, just Bill, man. Trust me. In the 80s, I was more than alive, my G. 2-1, Man U Wolves. But Game Birds, I miss you. I miss the Palace game. I never. I don't miss it. I don't miss the Palace game. Game Birds, you just never put it. United 2-0. George Weah is the best African player ever. Accolades wise, yes, you have to say that. I thought it bad though. If your foot not broke, but I think we're better than him. If your foot not broke and your skull not cracked, it's not a foul. Exactly. Chelsea has nobody going to Africa. You're a 90s kid. No, bro. 90s. All right, let me see. 90s. Yeah, I was a kid in the 90s too. But I was a kid in the 80s too. 1-1. All right. I know I miss one score from Game Birds. Flow to drop is Nitro, Biro G, Fitzroy, Grizzle, Sheridan, Gunners boss left off 4 score again, and him do the same madness, I tell you, man, which games, Bournemouth, Chelsea, Everton, Forest, City, Sunderland, Newcastle, Burnley, all no. Coach Edwards drop 7 score, leave off the last 3. '80s baby. Let's see. Matches. I'm not showing them a fantasy team every week. I put that up and I think I'm going to see it. And I'm not going to see it. How many last matches has Manu played for the season? How many last matches? What the hell are you talking about? Last matches? How many last matches have Man United played for the season? Oh, you mean like the last game of the week? Oh, I don't know. Them do a lot of that. Let's see. So that's 2, 3, down. You were right. Clearly, I looked at this before. 3. So I'm still going 3. Almost. 4. So 4 out of the 15 weeks, then play the last game. Yeah, 4 out of the 15. Yeah, but boy, I don't know how it was so hard for me to realize what they meant at first. But as soon as I thought about it, I said, oh, the last game of the week. No problem, my G. Just drop them in the comments, me add it in. Suker, Boxic, Van Basten, Savicevic, Lineker, Del Piero, Baggio, Bergkamp, Henry, Mardana, all better than robots now. Yeah, some ball of them they still, Alan Boxic, a ball, Davor Suker, a ball. Van Basten, one of my favorite strikers ever. 2 of my favorite players ever in this list. Bergkamp and Henry. Baggio, Del Piero. Tell you who you're not having at this. The great R9. Tell you who else you're not having at this. Romario, Bebeto. Christos Stoichkov. Georgie Hadji. Enzo Schifo. You know what them baller there? Yo, me know ball, Not because me look like a young man, This is 38 games for the season. There's no way they should have played 4 already. R9, Ronaldinho, Stoichkov. Yes, bro. Burbs is a generation after that, man. I guess him and Henry around the same time still. I look after Henry though. So how you go for tomorrow? Benfica play Sporting today. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know how the Dutch team with David Seedorf and never won anything outside of stacked. Yo, you know how much Dutch team stacked, brother? A whole heap of stacked Dutch team. The 98 World Cup, not 98, 94 World Cup, that team that did good too. Play Brazil, wicked in the quarterfinal, lose to them. 98 team, good again. No, wait, 98 was the World Cup we never reached. I think 98 we actually never reach. No, we did reach in 98. What am I talking about? What's my genuine analysis on Wolves and Manu? Um, it's so weird to call because Wolves is just a team with salt to me. Like they don't really play terrible, in games, but they will just have this spell in the game where they do 4 or 5 madness and the other team score 2 goals after their madness. But them do it consistently. Them do a madness every game. Between Totti Gomez, the goalkeeper, them just have some madman but just make mistake. I mean, they can win. They can win. Like they play well enough in patches to win. And Man U now gonna dominate the game. Because they go have a spell with them do foolishness too. But I just think Man U, Embuemo, Cunha, them just will have a little bit more about them and they will get enough goals to win the game. So I think they will just win like 2-1 or something. But it will be probably 1-1 and it can go either way. But I just think Man U with a little bit more quality, then we'll get over the line. And Wolves not a lot this season, so I don't know if it start this week. Me not go pick them for win. Even though they can win, me not go do it. Because it's a reason why the man them can't win yet. Trust me. And plus, what Man U just do a while ago? Man U just draw. Yeah, man. If them just draw, them will win that weekend, man. So them go on, Give them fans hope. Wolves versus Chelsea in the cup match was basically the same as the Leeds game, and I think Wolves play good as F. Fair. The best playing teams to me of all time was Holland, Spain, and Germany. Only the Dutch team never had any silverware except the 1988 Euros. Yeah, we won the 1988 Euros with Ronald Koeman, Van Basten, Gullit, Rijkaard, Big Side. Yes, I will never forget when we scored to equalize in that game because you guys scored first. When we scored the equalizer, and wait, did we go up in that game? I know Robert Earl scored the header, Baby Cross it, but who scored first in that game? Was it us? And then only scored 3 unanswered goal. I can't remember, That's not good enough, man. You used to know them things just by thinking about it, It's not good. I can't remember, man. So who scored the goal then? Okay, see it, yeah, man, it was an equalizer. Spanish score first, then Earl at right on half time, then Prazineki and Suka finish in the second half. But when we scored that goal, I run out of my yard, run the entire street, go down the street, go down. By the time I stop run, but they're way away from my yard. When I come back, it was literally half time. I don't know how, energy just take me, I'm just run. The time I wear full suit of gears, yellow socks, black shorts, my jersey. Like a match me I play. True. You understand why I'm an Arsenal fan now? Oh, because of some of the ball of them I'm rate. Yeah. Yeah, it was gonna be them or the Brazilian them when did love never forward to the EPL. So I never really have a team that did have none of my ball of them to that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I really love Arsenal though, like the first reason was Ian Wright. And then once me did like actually find Arsenal and watch them, that same season, Bruce Rioch by Bergkamp was one of my favorite players. And that was just over the top. And then I realized a Vera up on the side and all these guys start coming to the team and I said, Bombard, what a team we choose. And then once Wenger got there, forget about it, It was like Pep coming to the league when Pep came. It's a completely different type of way to play football, think about football, everything. Man, you goalkeeper might get the man inside the game next week. Maybe. He hasn't been too mad though, to be honest, that keeper. I think he make one mad error since him reach. That's like about 24 less than Onana. So him actually stabilized it pretty decent around there. To be fair to him. Better than what was there, that's for sure. But people, we're gonna switch gears, for the last little part of the show. I want to ask, anybody following this dancehall clash war go on? Anybody following the dancehall clash? Let me see what I put in there. One genocide or Sparta, I wanna say. Genocide or Sparta. Who wanna got in the clash? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yep. Massacre versus Tommy Lee. Who wanna got in the clash? Wenger made the EPL what it is. Him and Alex. Massacre versus Tommy Lee. Massacre there for me, said Joseph. DJ Shatta NSC said genocide. They say Massacre the new bounty. Mad thing. They say you now follow the clash, old school. But Jagans, old school, the new school man, them get clashing from old school, Yeah, man. So old school not clash thing, man. I talk even before the man them were there clashing in old school. Yeah, talk from scare days, Jagans. I don't know how far back you're talking at Jagans. I think you might even be an elder for my father, I don't know what the clash is about or hear any of the songs, but I think Massacre is a more all-around artist to me. Well, the argument is that Tommy Lee I do more like war style, clash style songs, and Massacre does I do songs like him I put out a song. Even though the song might have sound better and the lyrics might have better put together and it sound clearer and everything and it sound like a better song, people themselves for the clashing and the war, Sparta come with the war tune them. So I don't know, brother. I don't know if it's that big because I think you see when Cartel and Mavada did do it, like they were at their height at the time. Like I think Tommy Lee and this many thing. Yeah, no, what me there say is me not think it can really be I don't think it can be like a Cartel versus Mavado. I mean, I think Tommy Lee then at the high time thing right now. How will that affect 19 countries ban? How will that affect USA diaspora players? Massacre is on a torrid run of hits. Him no normal. True still. Such man say on a one side, a one style. Yeah. When the man say you live in a what him say? You live in a style. No, yeah. Him say something about him staying a one style, afraid for pray, afraid for pray, afraid for pay property tax. Him say blood fire that, but still. I don't think it's that extreme. What I don't know what you saying this to. Me not sure you say this to DJ. Skull say light bulb, they can't DJ like 80s DJ. Supercat, Nicodemus, Early B, etc. It's a matter of preference, Dragons, man. You can't say that. Cause when you are forward up, your people them a tell you, oh yeah, listen them fool bugo, you got something there. Play some proper music, no. So I just times Jagans. Masca is smart for doing what you explained because Bountyverse Beanie, both songs could still play and dance up till now. And that's the thing where that I think honestly that does show the state of dancehall why it is where it is because the people them as a give Tommy Lee ratings for it not being like a song we can play and it just for the war. It not no life after the war, it just build exactly for the war. It not want to make nobody dance, it not want none of them things there. Just for the war, which is great. But I think if you can make a war song and make it can still play a dance, then a win-win situation that man. Trying to win the World Cup through corruption. Yo, if USA ever reach to like all the semis are far, you know that gonna be the talking point after this FIFA Peace Prize business. Mm-mm. If them can invent a prize, give them man. Imagine, imagine, ref them under orders. Yeah, man, him more rounded. But that's the thing, Gigs, is him being more well rounded gonna win him the clash though. I have a feeling this World Cup will have some major controversy. Yeah, man, controversy sells. So I don't doubt it either, Duckland. I don't doubt it. I mean, people, the conspiracy theorists, them already out about the groups. Trust me. All you have to do, go up on TikTok, Instagram, and just type in World Cup draw conspiracies, brother, and just watch the video there. My gosh, some of the things these people come up with, bro. John Star. I don't know how them do anything in life, without. I'm afraid to go outside if many things so. I wouldn't eat nowhere, wouldn't do nothing. I just stay home. For all you fans over the man, one FIFA sellout. I think they need to build tune for the clash. Agreed. I said World War III will start after this. So I'm gonna take back the peace prize then. That is true, but them new artists can't perform in my humble opinion. But like you said, me a elder. Yeah, look, I will give you that Jaguars that is not something that is a generational thing. If a man can't perform, he just can't perform. And that is true. These artists nowadays, I think that is their biggest drawback. But I think I just the culture, the music make that go on because one time man I do road every day for them song bus. Now you have to do road again for your song bus. So when you do road every day and I touch mic every day and I deal with different crowd every day, it make you build up this way to deal with people and talk to the people and just control them in a way where, because that's the thing where the last set of artists when I say like that are really bound to be in them. Cause even Cartel them, it was starting to be more alright. Me just put out tune and put them on road. Me not really bust them, I perform them. Me just give um the disc jockey them, make them play the tune, them give the selector them, make them play the tune them and so them bust in the dance. Right? It not necessarily me I have to go hold the mic pan the sound system like one time. And that a build up your performing right there. Breath control, sounding like where you sound pan the record live and all them something there. That's why now some of them new even reggae artists I deal with what I always think hip hop artists used to deal with where them a play with them backing track a play and them just a lip sync part and then them a adding part live and it not in sync. So yeah, people them can't perform like one time. That's a true. That is a fact. Yeah, man. France, Norway, tough. Build songs to clash 100% and make it stick just for the clash. Just like some would say, Maggie is more all around than Links in the selectors would. Mm. Okay, yeah. Miss Maggie. Yeah, 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 yeah. True. But links one dimensional, but the dimension there can kill you. That's the thing. You know, links and matter and have some blow war still, you know. Now them times there, you know. Duke forward. So what take the war, Duke? Tommy Lee or Massacre? I know he's a mobile man, you know. So you might be going with the home team. I don't know. Man say you're not killer, you're a coward. Me never ask if him have talent, you know. Because at Jamaica we are dealing, you know. When you ever see talent win war, at the song where boss the most and make the people them narrate the other person the most, you know, that make clash win or lose, you know. And always the most talented artist win clash, brother. If you know that as a Jamaican music fan. Merciless more talented than Beanie and Bounty, but he kill them 1 year though. And maybe you think Merciless more talented than them. Maybe. You'd have been the minority, I'm sure, but maybe you do think that still. So you say you know what do your side down. Smart. Come in know what your side I gonna do, you know. True. Make the people them we say Massacre talent I go win it for him. Admiral Bailey a good performer too. I know the crowd I got boo Trump at the World Cup. Him lucky some Shandy buckle not available. They say the clash early. That's a true too. That's a true. The clash well early. That's a bill. I swear Massacre would have dropped something today after a video. Sparta can get it for the rusty voice and be like Tottenham, but Genocide will do like Arsenal and win the league. Jeez. But you really this family at to call him and Tottenham, you know, brother. Merciless mash up Ninja too. Same thing. Well, no, it was all of them in that one clash though. It was like Beanie, Bounty, and Merciless I try gang up. And the man just kill all of them. I like the sound from all the way in the country. That's probably one of my favorite clashing sound. Because my boy will pass away now. He was the greatest. The man that was the greatest on the microphone. When the man they set up all that dub, you know, man. Yo, when them man they set up dub plate, I him know for shell the place with dub plate. And that me I tell you. So Bass Odyssey, me so love um Black Chinese when they be forward with the splice of the hip hop and the something there. Yo, they used to kill the place with them there. But them wasn't really a clashing sound. They used to just play party and them thing there. But in terms of clashing sound, Bass Odyssey, King Addies, Pink Panther bad, Firelinks did bad, Mataran of course. Of course, Mataran a forward from King Addies from Atala time. But Bass Odyssey are my favorite though. We say it might water down. Well, Jamaica attention span short, you know. That's what I'm say. If the man respond to that tune we just do, it might have dead out for true. Yeah, man, Bass Odyssey. Big song. Man, you 2-1. You have to think about it, eh? Man, you have to go pray and forward again. Bass Odyssey. Big song. We say them not consistent. Yeah, Jaro bad too. I don't know a sound named Rockstar, you know. Which sound that? I hear a sound that? I must hear a sound that. Anytime a man hear some big sound I call, you know, and just bring up a name when nobody know, a theme sound. I bet you. I hear a sound Duke. I look on them name everywhere I call brother Kilimanjaro and Bass Odyssey them. And you want to come talk about Rockstar. And a rock music, brother. Joke I do, I allow you. But people, yeah man, different. And I never really stray so far from football ever. But I just through all day today. Everyone I'm a set of friend them. Well, not everyone, but who me that talk to today, everybody bring it up and we talk about it for a little while. So I'm bring it here so too. God bless you to all go on. You want to join the thing? Hey, if you want to play this week, God bless you. Just drop the whole of the score them in the we say UK sound them bad. Yo, one sound out of Italy, bad too. Can't remember them name. But them bad. Oh, I can't forget, bro. Mighty Crown. Yo, Mighty Crown and my sound that. Mighty Crown and Bass Odyssey are my two favorite sound. Swear. And if you talk like not clashing, but just like music I play and vibes, Stone Love bad too. But I never really rate them so much as a clashing sound. I know them clash too, but no. I think the other sound them better than them on the clashing, personally. But God bless you. Send in the whole I pick them underneath the chat. Because I done the show now. What that? A selector only talk but can't play by themselves. I rate them for that, but can't get the full selector for me. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Squingy. Them man, they could have stand up and play sound too, but Theme Superpower was going to talk to Mark, find out where he going drop, and then just set up the song. Like, to me, yes, the selector have to pick the song right for bust the place. But you see, Jamaica need more than just the song, you know. Jamaica need the build up. Jamaica need the man to say, yo, you see from here now, whatever. And the man just say something where it makes sense to the lyric of the song, and then the song drop and it connect because of what him say, and the place. Yo, without all of that setup, that it not get the same forward. And to me, Squingy are the best. Them man that when them man that, them man that just say the perfect things before a song play. Almost every time, bro. Every time. I make a select away my clash. Say anything low in a for them whole segment. The man not forget none of them things there when he matter. Yeah, man, him bad man. Him bad man. Legendary Squingy man. Yeah, man, a juggling sound to me. Even though them always going enough clash, you know. But a juggling sound, man. Not true, man. Squingy a legend, brother. I'm a favorite. My favorite on the microphone ever. Yeah, man. Silver Hearted bad too. That's a true. Squingy used to tell out your business in a broad daylight with the whole world know. Me I tell you, man. Don't say nothing wrong when I hear time for talk, you know. Squingy gonna make sure pull your file when you talk, you know, and make the crowd beat you up same time. The man they not forget nothing. The man they not miss a chance to beat up people. The man they not forget. The man they sharp, man. The man they just trust me. The man they make for do them something. Yeah, Glamour G. Saint and man, basically to the world. Yeah, man. From way out in the country. Okay, yeah, it's a combination that needed. Yeah, that's a true gigs. That's a true. You can't just have the talking because you know that kill Mataran and enough for him clash them because him don't have a steady selector. Him always just a roll with a brother way. Must be living in a town there or something. And he might try feel like, but the chemistry is important, bro. A true man. That's a true. All right, so God bless you. The same I'm gonna drop them, yes, sir. So Arsenal 3-1 over Villa. What was the first one you did say? Leeds and Liverpool. Brentford 0, Spurs 1. He's a madman. Man U 0, Wolves 2. Yo, God bless you just there for pick every upset. Yo, make sure you send the rest of your pick them in a car. Look, at least now, let me not say that. The next thing you go win to blow. You might roll with that brother. Ah, boy, do can eat that, you know, but I swear. Yo, people like that, you know, my God. My God. Nice reasoning. Make us see how the clash finish out. Me not say nobody win yet, because it's too early. Yeah, man, a sub-bounty used to start every dub for them, man. From way down in the country. Big up man like Glamour G, man like Wayne, man like Squingy. Yeah, man. Bounty used to feed them, yo. A whole heap of sound say a bounty a feed them still, but trust me, when them man they start play bounty dub, man, my gosh. Well, me don't know if it book for Sting or anything, you know, but them a clash pan the record them now. Like, I think Massacre gone 2 song and Tommy Lee gone 2 song. Yo, big up in a DJ, big up God Bless You, big up Jagans, Joseph Brown, big up Pristine, I passed through Shirley Aran, big up DJ Gigs, big up Duckland, big up Apache, big up Mass Sports World, not watching, but big up yourself, big up Red Skull, big up BBK Sports, big up Next Up Sports Talk as well. I see him pass through tonight, but big up anyway there, big up RR, big up Joe, my friend from Croatia, big up yourself. Big ups to Game Birds as well. Big up to Hot Chili, original member of the chat. Big up to Float Management. Big up yourself, Fabi. Pristine, big up. Gunners Boss, big up. Yeah, man. Conrad Smith. Everybody will pass through. Anybody will left out, don't feel no way. But just can't see everybody, you know? But big up on yourselves. Thanks so much for tuning in. Another show in the books. The preview show is over. We'll be back on Monday night for the review show. And look out for some content this weekend at some point, because we definitely want to talk a little more in detail about what we're going for the World Cup draw. And of course, you know, we still have players playing around the world we want to talk about. So we need to do a player check-in as well. See how the potential and the already reggae boys doing over in their various leagues, because Mr. Rudolph Speed gonna need all the help he can get picking a damn team. So we're gonna try to help him. Big up on yourself. And thanks so much for tuning in. Jagan say I'm gonna pull out some old tape, you know. Big up, yeah man, that is it. Nostalgia good for the soul, you know. Blessings, yo, peace and love, and protect on yourselves, protect on your families. Key to life, key to life. All the man them out there listening and watching. Make sure you are taking care of the household. Make sure everything good, everything safe, and make sure you're doing everything in your power to keep everybody good. Yeah, man, that is it. That is my challenge to all you guys out there, all you men with families. Yo, wanna do the right thing for your family, people. Yeah, man, you will see the rewards when your children them grow and them do them things and them flourish. Yeah, man, you lay the foundation there. No better feeling than that. So do that. Do that. All you young men out there starting families. You can't do it over. You get one chance. So put your best foot forward and try, you know, set everything right for everybody where you respond for. Yes. All right, people. That is my little talk for the night. But big up on yourselves. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. Big up on yourselves. And until we return, yeah, man. Come on, you Gooners. Big week this we can do.